The name Lucifer means light-bearer. It is Latin for lux fer or lucem fer. The fathers of the Church took a powerful metaphor too literally. The corrupted usage of the name Lucifer means to mean either Satan or the devil comes from a particular misinterpretation of Isaiah in the Bible. The passage actually refers to the defeat of a Babylonian king, to whom it gives a title that refers to what in English is called the morning star. In 2 Peter 1:19 and elsewhere, the same Latin word is used to refer to the morning star, with no relation to the devil or Satan. The morning star is Venus in its dawn appearance. The word is based in its astronomical sense in both prose and poetry, and many poets personify the star in a mythological context. Going back even further, it can be assumed that Isaiah, if not actually aware of, was influenced by an ancient Babylonian astral myth, which in a different form later reappeared in Greek legend. This told of the expulsion of the morning star from its heavenly sphere in punishment for its insolence and overbearing pride. The Greeks, on the other hand, had Phaeton. He was one of the sons of Helios, the sun god. When learning that his father was Helios, the sun god, Phaeton had approached him at once to ask a special favour which he felt was now due to him. Helios could not deny his paternity and granted his son's request. He did so rather generously by leaving the chariot of gift to Phaeton himself. Phaeton had asked permission to guide his father's chariot across the skies for just one day. As promised in advance, his wish was granted. However, he proved himself too inexperienced and weak to master the fiery gods which pulled the sun god's chariot. Boisterously enjoying their newly gained freedom under so unskilled a driver, the horses, now completely out of control, threatened to set the world and Olympus on fire. To avoid such catastrophe, Zeus immediately took steps and with a thunderbolt killed Phaeton, who fell into the Eridanus river in a fiery blaze. When the Hebrew text of the Bible was translated into Latin, the Vulgate, Isaiah's morning star was rendered Lucifer, son of the morning, and the authorized King James Version adopted this translation. A passage in the Gospels then misled St. Jerome to change the original epithet which described the pride and the vainglory of the Babylonian king into a synonym for the devil. The Gospel of St. Luke 10:18 tells of 70 men who had gone out into the world to preach Jesus' message of the kingdom of God. On their return to the Master, they had informed him with great joy they were able to subdue not only humans but demons with his name. In his reply, Jesus is said to have related that he watched Satan falling out of the sky like lightning, and it was this juxtaposition of Satan and lightning that prompted St. Jerome and the fathers of the Church to identify this lightning from heaven with Satan, the arch-rebel. The view that Satan had come down from his celestial abode in punishment for his diabolical pride predestined Lucifer for the new application. Freemasonry is associated with worshipping Lucifer, but this was in fact a hoax carried out by a man called Leo Taxi. The Freemasons contend that they represent the morning star, the light-bearer, the search for light, which they claim is the opposite of dark, satanic evil. The morning star is also associated with Jesus and Mary. Among Satanists, Lucifer is apparently regarded as a torch of Baphomet, Iblis, and Azazel. I have read that Azazel is commonly regarded as the wise and instructive demon who chose to remain on earth, marry earth women, and help humanity by then showing them bad actions in order to test them. He is also reputed to preach to angels in heaven by showing them good works. I have a theory that I am obviously unable to prove. I think that Lucifer exists on earth as a bearer of light who brings wisdom and love to those of us that he or she is able to help. We can see by the history of the world that Lucifer is not Satan or the devil, and is certainly not an evil or malignant being, but an angel who teaches humans through adversity. If people are tested by Lucifer, they have a clear choice: to profit and learn from hardship, as Job of the Bible did, or to misuse the chance to better themselves and their state of being and consciousness by choosing the lower path. This could be why Lucifer is called the Arch-Tempter. The choice to learn from harsher life events and treat them as gifts, or to bemoan one's fate and become embittered, taking one's burdens, anger and sorrow out on those around you, is clearly your own choice. However, many people love to blame somebody else for their problems, evil doings and sins, and this seems to me to be why so many need to believe in Lucifer as an evil, malevolent being. It's much easier to put the blame onto somebody else rather than take responsibility for your own misdeeds and unhappiness. How many times have we heard the old saying, "The devil made me do it"? Lucifer is obviously not the devil or Satan, who are, in my opinion, man-made constructs by humans, who want to lay the blame on convenient scapegoats instead of themselves. Lucifer, to me, is all about taking responsibility for your own life and you choosing which way you will deal with the problems that life throws in your path. In my opinion, Lucifer does not need to be worshipped, but does need to stop being blamed and made to sound evil, and be recognised for the light and wisdom that he or she may be bringing into this problematic school of life. As an angel who chose to live on earth, Lucifer has given up a great deal in order to help us, and I dislike the way that people, especially Christians, blame him or her and call Lucifer the great enemy, Satan or the devil. If there is a God, it would be all-powerful and all-knowing, and could obviously rule over its creations. One of these creations would be Lucifer, who God could easily smite in an instant if God so desired. It's ludicrous to believe that God, being omnipotent and omniscient, could not effect Lucifer's removal in a moment if God so desired. Obviously, if Lucifer is on earth, and there is a God, then Lucifer is walking the earth with God's blessing, just like any of us, and doing God's work. It is clearly a huge leap of logic from calling Lucifer the morning star or the planet Venus to theorising that he or she is an angel who chose to remain on earth to help humanity. It is also clear that it is your choice what you believe. You can believe that Lucifer is the planet Venus. You can believe that Lucifer is a multidimensional being. You can believe that Lucifer is a much maligned being who brings into being severe circumstances that test individuals and give them the gift of being able to respond either positively, thus growing in wisdom and love, or negatively. You can also choose to believe none of this or any of this. But I believe that Lucifer has chosen a very, very difficult path, and is spreading light in this benighted world, and that without this earthly angel we would all be a great deal worse off. I also think that worshipping Lucifer is going too far, because seeing us choose the better way out of life's painful lessons is thanks enough. However, it would be very nice if any humans who hear this and believe that Lucifer is bad to the bone would do a little research. They would discover that the name Lucifer was misinterpreted. They would find out that Lucifer is not the devil or Satan, and they might discover that any lessons that they are given in life need to be treated as gifts, rather than scorned, bemoaned and blamed on Lucifer. Better by far to acknowledge the sacrifice that this beautiful angel made by falling to earth in his or her choice to help mankind. In my opinion, Lucifer is all about helpfulness and choices, not malignancy and evil.